Oh, Caesar's wife. He's funny. Chris is funny. You got to be a comedian sometimes. But one of the things that I think is really, 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 really cool is that we get to make an impact in other people's lives because of the information that we learn for ourselves. And so we're going to be, Lisa and I are taking things from here all the way to the roof. We're going to the roof in both of our businesses. You guys have heard me say this, and I'm just reiterating this to you guys. One's not more power. If one, just because one may make 5 or 6 or 7 times more than the other, we look at them at the same. Lisa and I have agreed that we're gonna do everything with diligence. We're gonna teach you guys things so that you guys can learn how to be intentional. Chris and I were talking about this today, and before I turn it over to Chris, I just want to say one thing. I'm going to talk about this at the end. Chris is now going to talk about the Pacesetter program, and I'm going to pull up a slide, and then he's going to talk about an accountability program that he started. Then I'm going to turn it over to Lisa, and then I'm going to come back and finish with a couple things that I want you guys to know that we're going to put into action, and we're not going to stop. We're going to truck it. So there's a great 20 people in here tonight. We've been having close to 150 people watch the replay on a weekly basis. So that's a good thing. But I want you guys to just take heed of what we're doing and watch how things transform. I believe that this is what we've needed for a long time. And I believe you guys are going to see massive changes in your business, because in the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to become a branded company. And as we become a branded company, you guys will see that these tools were very, very, very beneficial. So let me pull this up. Let me pull my slides up here. Let's see. All right. Chris, can you see these already?
Not seeing anything.
Can you see? You're not seeing anything?
Nope. Seeing a grid of a lot of wonderful faces right now.
Oh, you're still just seeing me. Okay, hold on one second. I don't know what happened. Share screen.
Oh, we're getting there.
We're cooking with gas now, huh?
Michael Huey, there it is.
All right, there we go.
Want me to pop my camera on?
Yeah, you can turn your camera on. Let me, you guys, most all of you guys know who Chris is. I don't think I'm picking up anything.
Camera not working here? Hold on a second here. Hold on. You must have turned my video off and it's saying it's not allowing me to have video.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Man, and it's a bummer too, because I got something really. Let me see something.
I'm going to turn you on right now.
Host has asked, start my video. We got her. Hey, how do you like my Pacesetter Pro helmet I'm wearing?
I can't see it. Where are you?
What's that?
Wait a minute.
Show the thumbnails.
Show the thumbnails. All right, where are you, Chris?
I'm right here. I've got my Pacesetter Pro helmet on.
Can't see you, bro. Why can't I not see you?
I don't know. My video's on. Anybody else?
Oh, there you are.
There you are.
All right, dude. Nice.
Your daughter's gonna beat you up.
Well, it's funny you talk about hats, because when I go to buy hats, my hats are so small that my head's so small, I have to actually buy hats in the kids section, so I can never buy a fitted hat. I'm wearing my daughter's bicycle helmet that actually fits.
Nice, dude. I love it.
That's my race car helmet.
Yeah, most of you guys know Chris. Chris and I are a comedian. Chris is a comedian. Chris and I are accountability partners. We talk about everything. We talk about what we like about each other, what we don't like about each other. Chris is a pretty open guy. I'm a pretty open guy. We're both brothers in Christ too, and we have a lot of respect for each other. We've watched each other grow. Chris knows the effort that I put into personal development, personal growth, to change. And I was sharing this with Chris. You guys at my mastermind, we had I don't know if you want to call it a most improved, or just a person who they'd seen the most significant changes in the last 6 months, and most of the people said 75% of them said that it was me. And so that was a great thing, because I've actually put a lot of time and effort into personal growth, and Chris has been a big part of that. Chris and I have both bounced things off. So I asked him tonight to just share a little bit about the Pacesetter program. Then I'm going to have to talk about the Point of Archer, because guys, you need to instill this in your teams, because there has never been a promotion like this Pace Setter program and like this Puerto Vallarta trip. So Chris, have at it, brother.
Yeah. This Pace Setter program is really awesome because we always focused on the Pro 3 and how to get that foundational rank. And they always were recognizing the Pro 3s and giving them the bonuses. But here's what we have to do. We have to run fast, and we have to go fast in order to make this work and build this business and get this into momentum. So this program was an amazing idea. I think they talked to like the field advisory board, and then they connected with corporate, and they go into the field. The FAB then connects with corporate, and they came up with this program. And I actually think they came up with this program when they were out at the Park City, Utah. And this is an amazing thing. So here's what happens. So this is what I love about it, because if somebody signs up on February 2nd, you have the whole month of February and the whole month of March. They actually give you the next full month to get this Pro 2 and reach it. So you're going to earn $100 plus a raffle ticket for that Camaro that's on the left of this picture. And then if you maintain that for the next month, you get into the next month, and within the first 50 days, you hit that Pro 2 rank again, they're going to give you another $100 and another raffle ticket. And the beautiful thing about this is if they decided to take it a little step further. If you get to Pro 3 in 90 days, you get $250 in a raffle ticket. And then if you maintain that Pro 3 the next following month, they're going to give you an additional $250. So when you add everything all up together, you end up getting $700. And plus, how many different raffles did you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different raffles that you got for that car. And I do believe you have to be in Anaheim when they pull your name to actually drive that car away. If you're not present, I don't think you can do that. But such a great way to promote and build someone's business fast. I know right now I have a distributor that enrolled in the middle of, kind of like more towards the beginning of February. And he had the whole month of February and the whole month of this month to get going. And he's right around 1,000 right now. And it's only the 8th of the month. So we're pushing really hard to get him that extra $1,500 to get him to that Pro 2 within that first qualification. So he earns that $100, gets that Pro 2 rank, and then we can continue moving forward to Pro 3. He's doing an amazing job connecting people, but it's really kind of lit a fire in him. And I love to see that this promotion is lighting people in and bringing them in quick. And then what they did was, if you're actually a Pro 3 or above, they created this program called the Pace Setter Pro. And what you want to do is you want to create Pace Setter leaders. You want to get a set of Pro 3s and a set of Pro 2s, and that'll give you the Pace Setter Pro title. Now, also what they want to do with this is they actually want to give some sort of incentive with this Pace Setter Pro. They haven't announced it yet, but they're going to announce something. So you won't just get the title of the Pace Setter Pro. I mean, you're going to have that, but then they're also going to throw something else on top of it, and I don't believe they've announced it. And what better time to actually run this program right now and run fast with it, because all this month they're giving the next incentive trip is to Puerto Vallarta. And this incentive trip, I think, is running now and through till the end of June. Is that right, Mike? End of June?
Yeah, don't steal Lisa's joy. She's going to.
Okay, sorry. You want me to talk about the points, or just leave that alone?
She's going to talk about the points for the trip.
Okay, I'll leave that alone. But that's pretty much the gist of how this program works. But this is amazing because it gets people off and running, and it gives them something to strive for, because they just got into the business. They got some money that they need to make back. If you can get them that $700 in the first couple of months, they make their money back. That's the key, making sure that these people get a paycheck right away. They get a distributor right away. It keeps their fire. It keeps them engaged, and it just makes them want more. So that's the Pace Setter program right there. You can actually go to lifevantage.com/promotions. You can click on it and you can find it. And this is not just the United States and Canada like they usually do. This is actually throughout the entire every country that we have. The Pace Setter program is actually for. There you go, Mike.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Welcome.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that.
Sure.
So I'm going to, let's see, did somebody ask a question? Sorry, guys, when the mute. Oh, okay. Okay. Jeffrey Lever gave me a boom. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to give the floor over for just a minute here to my wife, and she's going to talk about this point of Vallarta trip. And her and I have been talking about, trips, but as I said, this is one of the easiest one that we think that we've ever found. And I think as she talks about these trip points, you guys will kind of understand this a little bit more and understand the significance of it. So let's go through this real quick.
All right, so for Puerto Vallarta, in order to qualify, sorry, Chris, kind of let the cat out of the bag just a little bit, but that's okay. We kind of already know it anyways. The qualification began already in February, and it goes through June, the end of June of this year. So as you continue to earn points based on rank advancements, based on customers, vitality stacks, everything has a certain point value. I'll get into detail on that in a little bit. But, with the pace setter just jumping, tagging off there, when you hit the, Pro 2, and this is for anybody who was not paid as a Pro 2 or a Pro 3 through, January. So some of the people, if you've fallen back beyond, below, if you hit Pro 3, but not paid as a Pro 3 for the 6 months prior, so you're looking like back to October, you qualify as becoming, quote unquote, a brand new Pro 3 again. So you are eligible for hitting the rank of a paid as Pro 2, you get 100 points. And then you go back up to Pro 3, you get another 150 points, all right? Once you become that Pace Setter Pro, you've hit Pro 3, but now you've helped somebody you've personally enrolled to get to, Pro 3, you get 200 points. So rank advancements from Pro 2 to Pro 3, and then you always got to maintain the following month. And
guys, if you're just coming on, please mute your phones. I don't want to have to mute everybody. Thanks.
There we go. So anyways, every value pack, so to speak, has a certain point assigned to it. The platinum pack is worth 60 points, the gold 30 points, the silver 15 points. For new preferred customers, you even still get points for them, 5 points, okay? Keep in mind, the target goal is a minimum of 1,000 points, though, all right? Points are only awarded to the sponsor. So obviously, you have to be a distributor. Earn maximum of 300 points from your enrollments on the tiers 1, 2, and 3. And then a maximum of 600 points once you start reaching tiers 4 through 7. So again, here's a summary of the points earned for your rank advancements, your own personal or you personally rank advancing, or your sponsor or your direct upline. So
the person that you've enrolled. So if I enroll Lisa and I rank advance to Pro 4, I get 80 points. If Lisa rank advanced from 2 to 3, I get 40 points, and Lisa gets 40 points.
Okay.
So that's a pretty easy understand.
All right. So anyways, the subscriptions with the Vitality Stack, they must remain on like 3 per month. It applies to your personal 3 points per month, sorry. It applies to your personal subscription as well. So don't forget your own product use. I mean, how crazy awesome is that? Corporate's allowing us to use our own product subscription for to earn points for us and our customers. So that is pretty amazing.
But this is the big thing. It applies to your personal subscriptions, your personally enrolled customers, and your distributor subscription. You guys see that?
So talk about duplication and being a product of the product.
You can get a lot of points if you get people on stacks.
Exactly.
Okay? 3 points every month for when you get those people on there. So it's a big surprise.
Here's the most amazing thing. March Madness, of course, basketball. But for the last couple of years now, at least, LifeVantage has been doing amazing March Madness incentives here. So for the month of March, it's double points. So if you go back to the slide with the points for your rank advancements, instead of getting 20 points to hit as a paid Pro 2, you get 40 points. Pro 3, you get 80 points instead of 40 points for your rank advancement. So it's amazing. So really, if you think about it, a lot of people can hit that 1,000 point mark pretty quick by the end of March or April. and you still have through June to just keep pushing forward. And just a little side note real quick, teamtrueblue.org also has the promotions listed on there as well.
Yep, that's pretty cool.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you, honey. Thank you for doing that. Let's see. I want to kind of minimize this. Okay. So, guys, I want to start and talk about an opportunity is calling. Okay. I hope all of you guys are excited about this because I'm super excited about this. Starting next week, we're going to have 2 webinars. The consensus across the board is people are having problems getting people to third-party validations, to Zoom calls, to this type of thing. Okay? I'm going to show you 2 ways to make this happen right now on this call. I'm going to show you a brief video in a minute. Some of you already know about this stuff, but I believe that you need to hear about it more than one time. And you guys can see, starting next week, we're going to have 2 webinars on Tuesday nights. I know some of you have office meetings and that type of stuff at 7. We're going to do this till 9, so if people don't show up at your meetings, you can invite them to a live Zoom. They're going to be led by myself, Dr. John Huey, Dr. Jason, Chad Luxembourg, Becky, John Rankins, and other people, including Chris and other people. So, and we're going to have, and Lisa. So Thursday night at 8:15, right before this call, we'll be doing a product-only call led by the same group of people. Now, I just want to tell you this. I've partnered with Dr. Brett Bremhall. He's given me his slides. I've cleaned them up, used a new program that I have for PowerPoint, and we're going to use some product slides that I think are just going to knock people's socks off. This will help you get more points towards those trips and incentives because you can put your current customers on those calls and they can learn how to go up to being, a vitality stack. So we're going to talk a lot about that. So, what did we forget? Oh, this was the tier points. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You bypassed it?
It didn't.
Order.
It was in the wrong order. And I apologize, guys. This was the tier points for what Lisa was talking about. 1,000 points gets you 2 airlines.
Any of the people that you know that want to learn about products should be on next Thursday at 8:15.
Tammy, you came unmuted somehow, honey. I don't know what happened. I can't get it to go. Sorry. You guys got to mute yourself. Some of you guys aren't muted. Please mute yourself. So here's the tier points of the tiers, and I apologize that you guys didn't get to see this earlier. This is all on teamtrueblue.org and on lifevantage.com. This is how you win the extra points, and on all of our Facebook pages. So let me move on. So guys, here is the link to the new slide presentation. I am also going to put it in the chat section so that you guys have it. I'm going to do that right now as we speak so that you guys have it. And I want to tell you guys, please use this as duplication. And guys, it doesn't, and like I put here, I'm going to put it down here so you guys have it. This is a Dropbox ad that you can use it. We had a packed meeting at Dr. Huey's office last night, and he said, Mike, that slide presentation is the best we've ever had. I'm just telling you guys, I've been working with people on slide presentations for a while. So please download this and use it in every presentation that you do online. When you're sitting with somebody, you can put it on your phone and download it. Download the Dropbox app. You can pull it right up and go through a presentation. And then you can invite them to one of these calls, or you can invite them to a meeting. We have learned that from all these growing groups in the company that this is much more duplicatable. Okay, so last but not least, I wanted to share with you guys. Now look, Chris has been very. Oh, I'm sorry, that went away. I hope you guys. Chris, can you still see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So guys, this is something that I really want to harp into you guys. I want you guys to do me a favor. One of the guys in my mastermind, whose name's Chase Maher, I shared this with Lisa today, and I'm just going to share this real quick with you guys. Chase had never done real estate before in his life, okay? He took a real estate course, and joined Keller Williams in San Diego. And in his first year, he was Rookie of the Year and the top salesperson out of all of the real estate people in the city of San Diego. And this is what he told me he used: add, tag, message. He created these formats, and so look, whether you start your own group page or just a separate page from your Facebook page, I would encourage you to do this. It may be, biohacking with Chris. It may be how do you know how to biohack? This guy has a keto page. I'm going to show this. It's just a 3-minute video of how to add, tag, message. You can use the product. You can use the lifebiohack.com website. You can use the product and insight video to use this. You can have your own, or you can also use this to invite people to the webinars or to watch the videos. I'm going to put a lot of videos and content now on a daily basis inside the groups that we have, our Ohio one and our local one here. I'm going to start continuing to put content in there every day, so you can add, tag, message people in there. Here's what I'm going to tell you to do. This is what Chase told us. He said, you have to be intentional with this. And I shared this with Jenny Russick today. You need to do at least 1 hour a day where you do this add, tag, message. Whether it's a follow-up or a new exposure, okay, you need to do it an hour a day. Chase does it 2 hours a day. He does an hour of follow-up and an hour of new exposures, okay? So that's why I'm telling you guys this is so important. Let me play this little video because I want just think about it from Life Vantage perspective. Okay, I'm pausing for a second because I want you guys to know that you can do this for any of yours. You can product and insights, life biohacked. It could be biohacking with Lydia because I see Lydia's face right there. It could be whatever you want. These are different groups. I don't know why he, okay. Boom.
I can't hear it.
Perfect. Okay, guys. Now look, that stuff is simple stuff. I know a lot of you have not seen this. You have seen it. I like it because I'll be honest with you. It's simple to do, and you can do this on a regular basis. You can continue to add people on Facebook. I'm getting, it's amazing. I took off 700 or 800 friends. I still have a lot more to take off. And I added 600 within like a 90-day period. And they were all people adding me on Facebook because of the content. And I'm going to share some videos. I've shared it with Chris and some other people, a guy named Trevor Chapman. I'm going to put that in our I would suggest that you put Freedom Fighters as one of your favorites. And Chris will copy most of that stuff and put it in the Team Build It Up page. But guys, this stuff is, it's so exciting. Lisa and I there's just so much stuff that's exciting. But I just want you guys to know that this is stuff that anybody can do. It's stuff that any of you guys can do. You guys can do this. It's simple and easy. You just have to be intentional. I can tell you this. So for my coaching business, I'm spending an hour every morning from 8 to 9 doing follow-ups and new exposures, okay? I'm also doing the same thing for my LifeVantage business. I do an hour of follow-up and exposures and tag message people and share a lot of people I signed up so many customers lately and got people to the next step of being close to being a distributor, because I've used them in tag message. And they're people you've been talking to. You've already been talking to people. You can add them to a group, tag them in the LifeVantage and product thing. They can watch the videos, and then you can follow up with them, okay? So I hope that has been beneficial for you guys. I'm going to stop the recording, but I'm going to let us ask some questions. If there's some questions in here, let me stop the recording. Hold on one second.